My name's Joe Gerhardt, and I'm half of Semiconductor. I work with my partner Ruth Jarman, who isn't here. And we make short films or moving image works. Sometimes they get called animations. And we often work with scientists and with scientific data in our films. And we sometimes go into the scientific environment, so we work in science labs with scientists, but we don't have a science background, and we wouldn't describe ourselves in any way as scientists.
And there's no active region around. Magnetic field can be generated just by the turbulent motions itself. And what you see is that all the magnetic field tends to be crushed and centralized in these intergranular lanes, between the bubbles. So if you're looking at the surface, you see these little dancing dots. And they'll appear, they'll emerge, and then they'll move around, and they'll hit each other, and they'll cancel or be submerged.
In this piece of work, Magnetic Movie, we looked at magnetic fields. The scientists described to us their work and how the Earth and the Sun create magnets. And we've worked with that data and their stories, and we've illustrated it to describe the way that they think about these things, the way they picture them. This is a new piece of work called 20 Hertz that we've made for the exhibition. It's been specially commissioned. And we're looking at the way that radio waves form waves and what that actually looks like. Radio waves are invisible, obviously, and they're all around us. So if you could see them, this is how they would look. And they move around, creating ripples and patterns. And as different radio waves come together and cross one another, they create interference. And in this, you see all the patterns and shapes and forms that radio waves create. And we wanted to create something that becomes sculptural, but it also has time, so that it becomes kinetic. And you see sculptures and shapes and forms all moving in time. For this work, we work with some scientists in Canada who have an array of radio receivers that listen to the Earth's magnetosphere, which is the magnetic shield that protects the Earth from the solar wind. And this shield is constantly being buffeted, hit by the solar wind. The solar wind is all the stuff coming off the sun, big explosions, and they come through space and hit the Earth. And these sounds are recorded as big explosions that make the magnetosphere vibrate. And this sound is captured in radio waves. And these radio waves we've used to create and animate this. So we've literally taken the sound and the radio waves and we've attached them to the image. So you're literally seeing those radio waves happening.